Kate Middleton is a British princess who one day should become queen and the mother of 3 heirs to the throne. She is often compared to Princess Diana, only without scandals, because the public image of our heroine is impeccable. Like Diana, Catherine is known for her warmth and sociability. She is usually among the most popular members of the royal family. About how the wife of Prince William lives, we will tell you in our new video. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton was born into a well-to-do family. Her parents own a profitable business. As a child, Kate starred for catalogs of the family company, and after university worked in the family business. At university, she met Prince William. They were friends for a long time and then began dating. The ancestors of our heroine are connected with the British aristocracy and were landowners. Also, Catherine is probably distantly related to the first president of the United States, George Washington, and some other prominent Americans. In addition, an in-depth analysis of her family tree showed that she and Prince William have a common relative, albeit a very distant one. The Duchess of Cambridge said in an interview that she was born into a happy family. According to her, her parents always found time for her, attended all sports matches and school events, and often organized family holidays. When James, Kate Middleton's brother, appeared in the family, the parents decided to open their own business, which to some extent influenced the biography of the girl, who from a young age helped her parents to earn money. They created the company Party Pieces, which was engaged in the sale of goods for the organization of parties. At the time of Kate's marriage, the Middletons' business was estimated at £30 million. After school, Kate entered Marlborough College, where, unlike at school, not only girls studied, but also boys. During her studies, Kate was actively involved in sports, was the best scorer of the college field hockey team, met with the captain of the institution's rugby team. After graduating from college, Kate took an academic year, but spent it not on entertainment, like many young Europeans, but went to Italy. In Florence, she took Italian lessons and comprehended art history at the British Institute. Also, Catherine Middleton in Chile was a volunteer for Rallin International, a charitable organization dedicated to social and environmental projects. Interestingly, in Chile, on the program of the same organization worked, and future husband Kate. Then the meeting between Prince William and Kate Middleton did not take place. He left a few weeks before Kate arrived in the country. In 2001, Middleton became a student at the University of St. Andrews. William also studied there. Interestingly, according to some sources, Middleton originally planned to enter the University of Edinburgh. What made her change her mind and try her luck at the university, where the competition increased by 50% after the information that its student will be Prince William, it is unknown. Rumors that Kate Middleton's mother, Carol Middleton, actively sought to set her daughter up with Prince William have long been circulating in the British media and among the public. Namely, that Carol Middleton specifically set up Kate's enrollment at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, where Prince William also attended. Carol is said to have advised her daughter to change her initial choice of university to be closer to the prince. There are also rumors that Carol persistently prepared Kate for the role of the spouse of a member of the royal family, teaching her appropriate behavior and etiquette. However, many of these stories remain unconfirmed, and Kate herself has repeatedly stated that her relationship with William developed naturally. Royal biographers and experts also emphasize that despite all the speculation and rumors, any marriages in the royal family always have a share of chance and personal preference. Kate Middleton, whose biography contains many interesting stories. In their history, there are many interesting and vivid episodes that shaped her image and public opinion about her. One of such episodes was the creation of Kate together with her friends at the University of St. Andrews All-Female Drinking Society. This step was motivated not by a love of drinking, but by a desire to fight discrimination, as in England there were similar men's clubs to which women were not allowed. However, none of her fellow students recalled Kate ever getting drunk. In 2002, Kate surprised many by appearing at a charity fashion show at the university in a transparent dress that she bought for only £30. This episode was remembered by many, including Prince William, who was impressed by her outfit. This dress, by the way, was sold at auction in 2011 for £78,000. The fashion show was a seminal moment for Kate and William, starting their close relationship. During their studies, they and their friends rented a 2-story mansion for £100 a week. Charlotte Smith, the landlady of the property, initially had a no boyfriends policy due to previous negative experiences with the tenants. But when Kate said her boyfriend was Prince William, Charlotte made an exception. During this time, William tried to impress Kate by cooking and cleaning the apartment. The landlady remembered them as the perfect tenants. Kate and Prince William's love story continued and evolved throughout their studies and later years. They officially announced their engagement on November 16, 2010, and the wedding took place on April 29, 2011 in Westminster Abbey. The wedding of Kate Middleton and Prince William became an important social event. According to preliminary polls, 35% of Britons intended to watch its broadcast. On the day of the wedding, energy companies recorded a sharp jump in electricity consumption in the country. The broadcast of the ceremony was watched in 180 countries. Prince William and Kate Middleton asked guests to make donations to charity instead of traditional gifts. The money raised was donated to 26 charitable organizations. Another feature of the ceremony was that the young invited their relatives as witnesses. Thus, the witness from the groom's side was his brother Harry, and Kate's witness was her sister Pippa. After the marriage ceremony, the bride received a new title. She became known as the Duchess of Cambridge, Catherine Middleton. Kate Middleton quickly became a favorite of the British. The charming princess, who always behaved with true English poise, imitated a lot of girls in the United Kingdom. This applied both to her dressing style and to her charity work, to which Kate pays much attention. Kate's current fortune is estimated by experts at $10 million. Her husband's fortune is $100 million, and it seems this estimate doesn't take into account the private estate, which is worth more than $1 billion. Prior to her marriage, Kate was already relatively wealthy. Her family inherited a trust fund that was worth more than $3.7 million in 2014. When Kate was born, her father, Michael, was an air traffic controller, and her mother, Carol, was a flight attendant. 5 years after Kate was born, Michael and Carol started a business called Party Pieces. The family became wealthy enough to afford to send their 3 children to a prestigious private school, Marlborough College, as well as buy an apartment in London and the family estate in Berkshire. According to the Evening Standard, at the time of the royal wedding, the party business had grown into a successful venture that was valued at $37 million. However, the business reportedly lost more than $1.3 million during the pandemic. Thus, Party Pieces Holdings Limited racked up debts worth $3.2 million until 2023, and this led to the sale of the business. Kate is a working duchess, which means she spends her time in public as a patron of charities and as a representative of the country and the crown. Her official living, travel, and household expenses are covered by what is known as the sovereign grant. Each year, the royal family gives the profits from its vast holdings called the Crown Estate to the UK government, but gets a share back in the form of the sovereign grant. Kate is not allowed to manage her fortune on her own. In the last fiscal year, the royal family received $109 million from the sovereign grant, according to an annual report published in June 2023. The sovereign grant, however, does not cover the security costs for Kate and other members of the royal family, which are paid for by taxpayers. with the cost of those expenses not disclosed. It is known that William and Kate now live in the Kensington Palace residence, formerly owned by Princess Margaret. On the 4 floors of the house there are 3 kitchens, 3 bedrooms, day and night children's rooms, as well as 5 guest rooms. The cottage, number 1A, is considered quite modest by the standards of the royal family, and it is known that the Welsh deliberately chose a smaller house to be closer to each other. The interior items of the cottage have earned separate praise from fans of the monarchy. It is known that Kate Middleton personally controlled the arrangement of the future house, wanting to give it a homely atmosphere. And she succeeded, including with the help of comfortable chairs in blue and white stripes. However, in the house harmoniously took root and royal style. For example, an antique porcelain lamp that creates a subdued lighting, or a lacquered wooden dresser with gold details, which is an antique. The Welsh style is also given away by the gold watches belonging to the collection of the British royal family. They have a rather simple design, which shows the Welsh as people who have no pretentious taste in things. The light-colored walls of the house were also praised. This is a good choice, especially when you consider that the lighting in royal palaces is most often provided by table lamps. If the Welsh had chosen dark paint for the walls, the rooms would have looked small and dull. Middleton is known for her frugality, so she rarely allows herself expensive jewelry. For example, during the Olympic Games in London in 2012, the Duchess of Cambridge shined with a new purchase, a Cartier necklace with intertwined rings of white, yellow, and pink gold worth about $72,000. Years later, the wife of Prince William showed earrings from the same set. Together, the jewelry is already estimated at $160,000. Kate adores bracelets. She has many copies of budget brands, but there are also worthy of attention products. One of them is a bracelet made of white and yellow gold, with an exquisite pattern of diamonds, jewelry worth $275,000. According to rumors, the Duchess was presented to her father-in-law, King Charles. As for Kate's favorite budget brands, they are Zara, Topshop, Marks & Spencer, Gap, ASOS. Dressing herself in mass-market clothes, Kate follows the same rule for her 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. The kids dress mostly in Zara, H&M, Jojo Maman Bébé. For example, in June 2021, the older children, along with Prince William, attended a Father's Day party at Sandringham Palace and were dressed very modestly. Prince George wore Bowden shorts for $30, and Gufo plaid shirt for £48 and Nike sneakers for £40. Charlotte also shone in Bowden brand shorts, priced at £12. The girl was also wearing a Ralph Lauren Suia Pounds tour for £36 and Nike sneakers for £40. Their younger brother appeared in one of the photos on the family's official account wearing a brand shirt from Sainsbury's TU collection for £12. As is the case with Mum, it's worth it for George, Charlotte, or Louis to show up somewhere in a budget brand outfit, as they are immediately bought up. For example, so it was with the suit designer Rachel Riley, in which the eldest son of the Dukes of Cambridge appeared at the christening of his sister. The outfit was completely sold out within the next 24 hours. As for transportation, it is known that the stroller of the youngest child, Kate and William Brand Silver Cross, cost about £1,600, and the car seat about £270. It is known that on the eve of the wedding, in March 2011, Kate and William created a fund, where at their request money was transferred instead of a wedding gift. The sum turned out to be impressive and was distributed among the charitable organizations, which are supervised by the spouses. The Duchess is seriously concerned about issues related to children and the mental health of citizens. Therefore, it is not surprising that in July 2020, together with her husband, they donated almost £2 million to help and support the mental health of people in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. Princess Kate of Wales is now undergoing treatment for cancer. Kensington Palace has announced that she is now in the early stages of a course of preventative chemotherapy. The princess's tumor was discovered during tests done after the abdominal surgery she underwent in January. The type of tumor was not disclosed. Kate began chemotherapy in late February. The princess recorded a video message in which she said the following: "Of course, this has come as a huge shock, and William and I are doing everything we can to make sense of it and deal with it privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, it took time. I needed time to recover from major surgery and start cancer treatment. But most importantly, we needed time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that was appropriate for them, and to assure them that I was going to be okay. I told them I was healthy and getting stronger every day, focusing on what would help me heal in mind, body, and spirit," the 42-year-old princess emphasized. Kate is not the only member of the British royal family to have been diagnosed with cancer in recent months. The tumor was also discovered in King Charles, and also during another medical procedure, after which he also began to show in public much less often. 10 interesting facts about Kate Middleton. First fact: loves working on the land. Kate Middleton lives with her family on the Anmer Hall estate in Norfolk and spends a lot of time on agricultural work. She works together with her children in the vegetable garden, breeds flowers, and participates in flower shows. Many people were surprised by the photos on which the Duchess herself cleaned the henhouse. The second fact: loves sports. British journalists collected information about the sports that Kate practiced in her youth and after marriage before the birth of children. She tried field hockey, tennis, English lapta, dragon boat racing, sailing, rock climbing, cricket, volleyball, netball, alpine skiing, archery, Bhutanese darts, kuru, Gaelic soccer, and a number of other sports. Third fact: her ex attended the wedding. Kate Middleton dated Willem Marx when she was young. They broke up when a new stage came in Kate Middleton's biography, and she left for St. Andrews to go to university. Willem and Kate remained friends and were spending time together when Middleton and her chosen one had a rift in 2007. In 2011, Marx attended Kate's wedding. Fifth fact: makes cakes herself for children's parties. Kate Middleton's children for birthdays receive cakes made by mom's hands. Despite the fact that the royal family can use the services of the best chefs and pastry chefs in the country, Kate prefers to labor over culinary masterpieces for children on her own. On one of the TV shows, the Duchess of Cambridge said that she gets a lot of pleasure from the process of making cakes, and on the eve of the children's birthday, does not sleep until midnight decorating her confectionery. Sixth fact: she spent academic year working as a volunteer. Academic year is the period after graduating from high school and before entering a university. European and American young people spend the year traveling and having fun. Kate Middleton, as a young girl, spent her academic year not having fun, but volunteering in Chile. She helped marine biologists study the local fauna. Fact 7. Sued $112,000 from a tabloid. In 2012, Kate and William vacationed with friends at a villa in France. The paparazzi filmed her sunbathing topless. Kate sued the publication that published the photos and received $112,000 in compensation. Eighth fact: was William's roommate. In 2002-2003, Kate and her friends rented accommodation. William was among them. In a 2010 interview, he revealed that his relationship with Kate began when they became neighbors. They spent a lot of time together, had fun, and found that they had many common interests. Ninth fact: broke up with the prince in 2007. In the biographies of the future Prince William and his wife, Kate Middleton, there was such a moment. In the spring of 2007, it was reported that Kate Middleton and William signed a settlement agreement and parted ways. They soon got back together again. In an official statement, the couple confirmed the brief separation, citing temporary differences. 10th fact. Spent 2 months preparing for the race across the Channel. In the summer of 2007, Kate, as part of the women's team, the sisterhood was preparing to participate in a charity race across the English Channel on dragon boats. After 2 months of preparation, she refused to compete, citing increased media attention and safety concerns.